Hey everybody, it's Chad with Nobody Else's Auto. It is 7 o'clock Tuesday evening, time for Toy Tuesday. Going to check out a couple of promos and a couple of new oil cans tonight. We are live on YouTube. We'll give everybody a few seconds to get their notifications. Jump on with us. I see we've got a few of you here already, and we'll get rolling here in just a few seconds. Got some neat stuff to check out tonight, a few more promos, and some Canadian oil cans actually. Most of the stuff actually from viewers. So Old School's on with us. Glad you made it. The promo models I got from a local viewer, and some Canadian cans sent to us by a Canadian viewer. So excited about that. Yep, Old School's already excited about it. So, and actually these are probably going to look familiar to you. Weren't very familiar to me, but except one of them. One of them is something I've never seen before. So, but that's what makes it cool. That's what makes this memorabilia hobby so great. It is so diverse. There is so much cool stuff out there that you never know what's going to pop up next and what's going to be super cool and great to add to your collection. So we'll go ahead and start rolling here. Check some of this stuff out. Like I said, the promo models I did pick up from a local viewer. There were a couple he had around. He knew we liked them, so he called me and stopped by the shop with them, so I bought them from him. And then the Canadian cans sent to me by one of our Canadian viewers. So Chris is on with us. Glad you made it, Chris. Let's go ahead and get started here. We'll flip this around, start checking out a few promo models. Randall's here with us. First one we've got 1960 Pontiac. Kind of a coppery color. This car does have some warp to it. I've got a couple of 60 Pontiacs. They both look exactly like this. I don't know if it was something about that run, but they've got that bow to them. I've got a blue one as well as this one. But not in bad shape other than the warpage to it, though. I mean, the lights are there. The bumpers are there. These are obviously a great-looking car in this Tudor hardtop roof line. We can tell it was a Bonneville. You can see the rear quarter ornaments on it, as well as the fender badge and the Bonneville script there, the flipper hubcaps. Front also intact, grille, bumper assembly. Still even has the hood molding on it. So other than the warpage, a pretty nice promo. Really excited to add that. Like I said, I've got some 60s, but did not have this color. So it's always great to add to the collection when it's something different. Next one, another one I did not have, and this one's also super cool. 1961 Mercury Monterey Tudor hardtop. We can see the Monterey on the door there. Number one, why are they melted? Window displays. These just warped. They just did. I assume it had something to do with the plastic of the era. And there's certain cars you see more of it in than others. The 1960 Pontiac, like I said, I've got others. They look exactly like this. You know, plastics were still fairly experimental at the time. They were out there. They were being used, but they obviously didn't know near about them what we know now. This 62 Mercury, though, looks pretty good. There again, front bumper grill assemblies all there. Even the little tiny fender ornament's still intact on this one, so that's cool. Yep, that's right. Even garage heat could do them. Because, you know, they sit around for years, and that's what can happen to them. But the Mercury, we don't have the warpage to it. You can still see even the C-pillar trim where it was painted silver on this one. Did have a full interior in it. Just love promo models. The back also in good shape. All the taillights are there. Even the little tips on the rear quarter fins are not chipped off of this thing. So, pretty decent promo. A little yellowing in the windows, but there again, you know, and there you don't see the warpage as bad. Typically, when you get into the early 60s, you see from my experience, whether I'm right or wrong, I see more of it in the 58, 59, 60 era. So, were they made in the USA? I would assume so. The Pontiac has some stuff on the bottom. We'll look at that. The Mercury does not have any details. But the Pontiac does have some information on the bottom, and that's another great thing about promos you always want to look at when you stumble across a promo model, because this is what's cool about them, is when they had info on the back. Slide lever for narrow track, release for Pontiac's exclusive wide track. So let's try it. Check it out. It still works. Pontiac's big advertising promo was wide track, wide stance. And it still sucks the tires and wheels in to show how a normal car would be sucked in and how Pontiac is with their wide track platform for better handling, better grip on the road. So super cool that does still work. Always look on the bottom of promo models. A lot of times they did have promotional information about that vehicle on the bottom. So something definitely worth checking out. Like I said, we looked at promos last week, got a few more promos this week. Love promos. I've always loved promos ever since I was a kid. Even when I was a kid, I'd get all jacked up about finding promo models. Nick's on with us. Glad you made it tonight, Nick. So more promos in the collection. Let's check out a few more oil cans. One oil can I come up with, just kind of a not necessarily run-of-the-mill. I think it's pretty cool. Before we get into our Canadian ones, another Texaco that I didn't have, a Texaco outboard with Royal Guard. Straight 30 Texaco outboard motor oil engine can. And it's kind of a purple. It may look, I don't know if it looks blue to you, but it is actually kind of a purple color. So thought that one was pretty cool for Royal Guard. So were other GMs made with shorter axles? I think they were sucked in a little bit more because that was Pontiac's big shtick back in the day, was wide track. So, I mean, it was probably minimal, but I'm sure there was a difference in them because that's what they went with as far as their wide track promotion. Video's blurry, no new fiber internet. I'm out in the shops. I'm actually running on my phone, and I have been having a ton of trouble lately. If you guys noticed, I didn't get a video up last night. It wasn't because I didn't try. I've tried about 4 times, and I can't get it to go. I'm going to try again after we get off tonight. So having a ton of trouble uploading. Lee from New York's on. Glad you made it. So a little bit of feed issue does not surprise me for what I've been fighting over the last couple of days, trying to get stuff up off my phone onto YouTube and things like that. So apologize if we're having some connection issues, but I am running on my phone since we're out in the shop looking at stuff. But that has not been working very well lately. So let's get to these Canadian cans, check them out, and then we'll bail off here, and I'll get back to work, try to get that video uploaded. Kevin's on with us. Glad you made it. So that's what's going on. I don't know. It's just been a pain in the butt. Randy's on. Glad you made it, Randy. Let's check out these Canadian cans from our friend in Canada. He sent me a few things before, and he sent me a few cans and some magazines and a book that I'm really excited about. So let's check these out as well. This is a cardboard can, Irving Diesel Oil. Never seen this can before. Now this can is starting to show some signs of what these cardboard cans have done and will continue to do. And this is why I'm so pro cardboard can. We can see how this side's kind of sucked in a little bit, where it's kind of collapsed. Still has good graphics. Killer Bulldozer on it. Irving Diesel Oil, IDO, Irving Company. But this, the way this is sucked in, this is what you see these cardboard cans starting to do. Now, this one still looks okay, and, it's sunk in a little bit there. But these cans will literally completely collapse. So finding good cardboard cans is going to be really tough in the future. So that's why I have absolutely no problems adding cardboard cans to my collection. And this is a cool one. Never even seen it before. So definitely glad to have it in my collection, and can't say thanks to our Canadian friend enough for thinking of me to send me this stuff so we can share it all with you, because this is stuff that I don't see. Never seen this. Love the Bulldozer. Even though it's a little bit rough, it's still a great can. And like I said, don't discount cardboard cans. Old School still has a lot of cardboard cans, but they're all full, so they haven't collapsed yet. But yeah. So that's why I'm not opposed to them. That's what we talk about when we talk about cans, not opposed to cardboards at all. Now, the other can that he sent me, and this is also really cool, this is a miniature can for Super Test. I know Old School will recognize this one. Super Test Super Premium. This is a small one, was notched for a bank, typical. Fill them with sand. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, probably as much as how you store them. If they get wet, damp, things like that, I bet affects them more than anything. But I don't know. Old School even has this one, yep. Randy does fill his empties with sand, so maybe that does help. I'm not sure. I've never tried it. This has really great graphics, a little dingy in it right there, but this is super cool. A lot of the American companies made these little banks just like this. Fortunately, this one has not been cut out, so somebody didn't fill it and then try to get into it. All Canadian on the seam. Same thing on this side, Super Test, Super Premium. So, neat little can. Once again, I have nothing like it in my collection. Super excited to add to the collection, and super appreciate you guys, some of you guys thinking of me to send this stuff in. So, sure don't expect it from anybody, but it's great that you guys want to participate and be involved. So, another thing he actually threw in the box for me, though, was really excited about this too. I did not have this book, The Cobra in the Barn. I've always wanted to read it. He threw that in the box with the oil can. So thanks again. I appreciate your guys' support and thinking of me with this stuff when we talk about it. So that's what we've got for you tonight. So some different stuff, some stuff that I didn't even have, haven't even seen. And as far as the Canadian cans, the promos, great additions, did not have either one of those specific cars. Like I said, I've got the 60 Pontiac, but it's blue. I didn't have that color of one. The 61 Mercury, I didn't have at all. So glad we got it. Dan's on. Glad you made it, Dan. And so kind of some neat stuff. But just been crazy busy around here trying to get this big load hauled in. Do I have any R12 cans? I think I've got a few laying around, but not a lot. So I don't, I've never really grabbed a lot of those, and I don't know why. Just probably because since I've started grabbing a lot of cans, they weren't real. We're already kind of going out. So it's one of those things you never ever know what's going to be collectible. But that's why stuff becomes collectible, because people don't save it. Just like all the signs we see, things like that, they weren't saved. Old school does grab them. Just like we look back over there at that big monster Oldsmobile neon, it's hard to imagine that sign was trash. Literally ended up in the trash. That Oldsmobile sign, that 8-foot Oldsmobile dealer neon, literally came out of the dump because it was trash. These oil cans were trash. People threw them away. And that's what's cool. Old School says R12 works good. I did miss a few comments. There was a few that popped up that I didn't get to before they scrolled off on me, so I apologize for that. But anyway, that's what we've got for you tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. R12 might be hard because it was controlled. It was controlled and kind of pushed out. R12 was extremely common for years, decades, until back in the 90s when it was pretty much pushed out. To a more environmentally friendly 134A, and now they're pushing 134A out to go to the R1234 refrigerant that we're starting to see out there. So constantly shifting, constantly evolving, things like that. But that's what we had for you guys tonight. Yeah, Old School says 134A still depletes the ozone, so I don't know. Maybe that's why 1234 is better. I don't know. I don't know all the science behind it. So, but that's what we've got for you. I'm going to bail off here, get back to work. Still got a ways to go tonight. I'm going to try to get some content up. I've got one more video from the Auburn Court Duesenberg Company Parts Department upstairs that we're going to check out, and there's a lot of cool stuff upstairs. The other two Parts Department videos were kind of stuff in bins, stuff on shelves. There's some big stuff you can see in this video: sheet metal, doors, things like that. Stuff that kind of, hoods, grills, things like that kind of, pertain to what's going on. You can get a lot better visuals. So that's kind of a cool video, just if I can get the thing to load. And then tomorrow night, we've got another pasture video. Ran over today and snagged another one over there. But we'll catch a pasture video tomorrow night. Friday night, we'll catch some new inventory. Saturday, KKOA, Custom Kemps of America, Monster Mega Show in Salina, Kansas. Going to try to catch that. Dan's ready for another ACD video. I'm trying. I'm just trying to get the thing to cooperate and upload. We are about out of them till I get back down there. But, and this is a cool Parts Department video. I understand the last two were just kind of stuff on shelves, but this stuff's a lot bigger. It's a lot more visual. You can really make a lot more of this stuff out. So that's coming if I can get it to load. But anyway, hope to see some of you Saturday at KKOA, Salina, Kansas. Be sure to look me up if you're there. Then I'm going to kick out and take off for a few days. So we will not be on Sunday night because I don't know where I'm going to be, but I will have content ready for next week. Toy Tuesday, we will probably not do live. I will probably upload a video from, I know what we might do next Toy Tuesday. When we were out on the road here a month ago, we stopped at a super cool Route 66 attraction when we were out running through Oklahoma. So we may use that for Toy Tuesday next Tuesday night. So it won't be live next Tuesday. It'll be a super cool roadside attraction from Route 66. So we may plan on that for Toy Tuesday. So anyway, thanks for swinging by tonight, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping by for a few minutes, hanging out, checking out some cool stuff. Super appreciate our friend in Canada for the support and adding to the content to share with all you guys. Other than old school, I think a lot of that Canadian stuff is pretty new to everybody down here. But of course, old school, it's old hat to him. But it's cool for us who haven't seen it before. So huge shout out to him for helping us out, and thanks for participating. Appreciate everybody swinging by, checking out what's going on. You don't have to take some time out of your night to hang out with me, but you do, and it's great. And yeah, that's right, old school. You should show some of your make a video of some of your stuff and throw it up. That's what we like. That's what we like to check out. Thanks for being here, Kevin. I'm going to get back to work. I'm going to try to get some videos to cooperate. I got to get some of my own videos up. I got some stuff for the SRCA drag strip we've got to get up on their channel, so be sure to check that stuff out. And I'm going to get rolling. Thanks for watching, everybody, and hope to see some of you in Salina on Saturday. If not, we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.